Isn't it great to have this community from all over the world and you learning things all the time? I love it. I'm going to show you around the tea house that I'm sitting in. Let me just turn the camera around a little bit. So I'm just sitting in this little pavilion. There's kind of like a rock garden out there. And you can come here for lunch and yum cha. It's really lovely. And you'll see a little bit more of it when I get up off this seat and start moving. But until we're ready to go, let's just enjoy this little view here. We're going to go out through the tea room. So this is a garden that's attached to the tea room with the stairs and the stacked rocks. Everything about this place is just all about little alcoves, quiet spaces. And the tea room looks out upon this dragon art piece, which was a gift from the Chinese government. Sydney is the sister city of Guangzhou in China, and New South Wales is the sister state of Guangdong province in China. So the Chinese Gardens was a gift to Sydney as an acknowledgement of becoming sister states and sister cities. The dragon piece that I just showed you is a representation of the friendship between New South Wales and Guangdong, with the blue dragon and the brown dragon. So there's always windows through out over the lily pond. I just need to be mindful of these people here, respect their privacy. In every corner of the garden there are also bonsai, or as they're known in China, penjing. They're a little different. I'm not sure what this is. Riddle 14. Let's have a look, see what this is about. All around me the garden grows. I lie still, but within me life flows. Okay, everyone, we've got riddles. We're going to have to try and work these out. I'll let you guys try and figure them out. I'm not going to, but there's lots of them all along the walkway. We'll go through them as we walk along. So we've come up to riddle number 19. Here we go. This could slow us down. Japanese I am not. My roots grow from ancient China. I may look young and small. When I tell you my age, I may shock you all. I think I know what that one's about. That one seems pretty obvious, especially where we're standing right now. There's some lovely pots here. Look at them. I think this is more for the kids than it is for us, but it's a bit of fun. Riddle number 8. I am a yellow fruit grown in this garden that you might eat at lunch. When there's a group of me, we are known as a bunch. Okay. That's referring, of course, to these, the banana palms. I did see one with a bunch on it the other day when I was here. Let's move on from the riddles, huh? I think that's for the kids. There's a bunch. Bunch of bananas. There's a lot of kids here today. Right, so we're moving into the Peace Boat Pavilion. This one has a lovely red glass window. There we go. That's rather gorgeous. And there's another one on this side as well. I understand that red is a very special colour to the Chinese. I nearly tripped. These glass windows are rather lovely. Let's see if I can get a nicely framed shot. That's the pavilion where the tea house is. And if you see movement in the water, this is the Koi carp moving around in the water here. I think they were just fed not too long ago. There we go. There's the old and the new. Or the traditional and the modern is probably a better way of putting it. The Chinese garden is literally in the centre of Sydney. It's a little oasis of calm and peace, tranquility, in the middle of the noise of the city. So here we are, right next to the Novotel Hotel. There's so many contrasts. There's some big Koi carp just down here beneath me. I'm standing on a little bridge. And this is the centerpiece of the gardens, the big golden pagoda. We'll try for some different aspects, different angles for that shot as we move through the gardens as well. Oh, look, we've got a little dragon here. This is our first little dragon of the day. Are you showing us your best side? He's just a little one. We're bound to see more. So we'll move on. They are cute. They're water dragons. I was just letting that woman get out of shot. She decided to move right into the middle of it. There's a little bridge here we're going to move across. And I was trying for a good angle for a photo, but I don't want to step in the garden. Looks like we might not get it from here. So what we have here is around just over a hectare or 3 acres of land that's been utilised for the purpose of creating these gardens. It used to be a refrigeration plant back in the mid 20th century. Just letting some people pass here. If you spot one of these orange and red symbols throughout the garden, they're symbols from the Chinese calendar. And then we have these amazing rock formations. I'm just moving slowly, trying to find great angles. And we're struggling a little bit with exposure here with the light and dark contrast. Okay, we're going to go up these stairs here. I always take stairs very slowly and very deliberately these days. I'm too good at falling over. I'm very practiced at it. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. So we're now quite high up above the garden, above the lotus pond. I think that's quite nice though, with the people just walking through the doorway. I just love the timber work in these buildings. They're just so gorgeous. Have a look in here. We're going to look up high, up towards the top of the tower from the inside. Thanks, Matilda. Yeah, I believe the principles of Feng Shui and Yin and Yang have all been observed, as well as the five elements, um, which are what air, water, earth, fire. So there's been a lot of Chinese plants used within the gardens, but also these cycad palms are very Australian. And then we've got the circle arch, which I know is a big part of all Chinese gardens. I love this hillside because it looks wild. It doesn't look landscaped to me. It looks like a hillside you might find out in the countryside. Okay, we'll look up from here because it's some interesting angles from here. I know this one on our left, sorry, on my right is the Rising Jade Pavilion. We'll come back to that in a moment. Okay, that's very appropriate, a resting place from the sun, especially today. And at this point here, it's at the top of a waterfall. So we're at the top of a waterfall here that flows down into the stream that feeds into the lotus pond. This path will take us down through a long along Pavilion walkway. Okay, so we're going to walk down through this covered walkway. Okay, so there's an information board for this dragon post. I'm going to show you the information first, and then we'll get up nice and close. Depicting the traditional dragon motif spiraling around it, this carved post also displays the various animals of the Chinese calendar. So that's this one here. And you can see at that level is the depiction of the characters from the Chinese calendar. They all appear to be sort of logically paired to a certain extent as well. And there's the dragon.